It's a rainy, dreary, drizzly day outside. But I'm going to go take a little ride out there, out into the, well, that way. I've got a wee mission. Something just to make the bike look a little bit more friendly, cool. I don't know. We'll see. It's a trial thing. It's in my mind that we thought we might create in a way for the Gutsy seat. As much as I love the riding, I'm not that fussed on the old wet weather. Not that really worries me too much either. Into the city in the wet weather, that's another ball game again, and I hate it. Let's ride this ride. So we've chosen ourselves a really nice sheepskin that I think will fit. Now we just have to get the other supplies that are needed to create this seat pad for the Moto Guzzi Grezzo. And I have been spending some time looking up at YouTube and looking online to see what the method is when it comes to dyeing sheepskin. And most of them, or all of them pretty much, it's either tie-dyeing type thing or it's just dyeing the whole sheepskin one individual single colour. So that's not what my idea in my head is. So we'll have to see how my mind can come around with some way of doing this that will work. So what we'll do is we'll mask the two areas. We've got one end and the other end, which I want to have red and green, and then the central area I want to keep it white. And if we do that, we create a resemblance to the Italian flag, which I think is quite suitable given that the Moto Guzzi Grezzo is an Italian motorcycle. So just trying to divide the wool somehow or other. I'm just playing it by ear. I don't know really what I'm doing, but I'm looking like I'm caring about it. And then once I've kind of here, I've divided the wool and I'm looking at trying to secure it so that the dye doesn't bleed. I'm not sure if it will bleed or not. I don't have a test skin to do the same with, so we'll just have to play it again as I go and just go with the theory. And now we've got both lines kind of for one line done. We'll go through and do the next one. And then what I ultimately did is I ended up taping up the entire white area so I don't get any splashes or anything like that. Hopefully it will avoid the issues of some dye splash over or seepage. Doing the green section, I think it was around about the dye and a whole bunch of salt, heap of salt, and just drip the one end into the sink with the dye and leave it for 45 minutes. It's a beautiful looking green here though, isn't it? And so far it's looking like it hasn't really bled through the line, so I'm pretty happy with this so far, and it's time to get on to the other side. Let's do the red. Mix up the colour in a ice cream container with the salt, and the red goes on 45 minutes again. And then I've just rinsed it with warm and cold water just to try and get out all of the excess dye, and then allow it to dry on a stand where the air can get in from the top and the bottom, just to try and dry it out nice and slowly so we don't get it going all ugly and hard. Well, it does look like taping. It might have been a smart idea because you can see a bit of run there that would have soaked up into the skin and maybe got onto the wool at the other end, so we'll say that's a positive. You only try these things and see what happens. It's looking pretty good, and removing the tape, it's looking like it. I'm pretty happy with the outcome so far. Now to attach it to the seat we have to stitch on some elastic, which that was my thought was we put some elastic on there and hopefully that will allow it to hold into place so we can take it on and off nice and easy. So I've got some bits of elastic stitched onto the back of the sheepskin. They hold it onto the seat. We flip the seat over. It's looking pretty Italian flag like. And because the front end is going to rub up against the tank, we want to try and protect it a little bit to stop any scratching of the clear coat. So we're going to add this self-affixing sticker type felt to the front end surface, and that will just help to protect things. This stuff's wonderful. You just cut it to the sort of shape and stick it on, peel off the paper as you go along, and it's too nice and easy as. Trim off the little surplus pieces. And I think that's definitely going to do the trick, eh? You can see the elastic and the protector, and we're good to go, I reckon. Mounted to the seat pan body and elasticated on. Perfect. Now we're ready to ride with an Italian-inspired sheepskin wool comfort. Nice and fluffy, nice and colourful, and matching the Italian flag on an Italian motorcycle. I wonder if there's any chance that this could take out the Best Sheepskin award in the Moto Guzzi Rally 30th anniversary of 2025. Green, white and red, and I reckon looks pretty damn nice up against the black and the accents on the bike. Packed up and ready to go to Methven 2025 at the Moto Guzzi Rally, the national rally. Looking very forward to it. How about you? Come along with us. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this little experience of dyeing some sheepskin, this semi-tutorial. Well, I thank you very much for watching, and I really appreciate you all, and upcoming soon you'll be able to come along with us in due course to the Moto Guzzi Rally via YouTube, and we will show you what we all partook in over a wonderful Labour weekend of 2025. Subscribe if you haven't already to be ready for these videos when they come out. Thank you so much, and cheers for now. Bye.